Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Toy Geek Maniac. I'm your host, Chad Miller. So, as if you haven't noticed, I've been all about Masters of the Universe Revelation as of late, and I've been trying to squeeze in other videos just to kind of break up the monotony a little bit. However, things keep rolling in, and I'm just excited to get things kind of put together. So I'm going to be starting to kind of redesign my studio area a little bit, just to change things up a little bit. So there's maybe some things that in the background you all haven't seen yet. I try to be pretty good about making sure at some points everything that I featured is shown. However, yeah. But to continue on with the theme of this episode, if you haven't already known, I've also been collecting the Masters of the Universe Origins figure line, and I picked up on two really awesome figures, and I'm going to talk about them right now. Now, just as a reminder, Masters of the Universe Origins is sort of an update of the original toy line from the 1980s with a modern twist. They basically look the same, however there's a bit more articulation, and they're fascinating. And as somebody who has very few of their original Masters of the Universe figures, this is a great way to rebuild something that really meant a lot to me. So first off, I found Stratos, and so I'm gonna open him up, we're gonna take a look and go from there. Alright, so here is Stratos, and he looks just as I remember him looking. As I've mentioned before, I got a lot of my action figures secondhand, either through garage yard sales, or thrift stores, things like that. So they weren't always necessarily complete. In fact, I don't believe my Stratos had this little armor thing with these little rocket launchers on the back. His other accessories include the snap-on wings. I hope I have them with the right arms. Yes. Correct. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and dive into articulation. 360 turn in the head. There is a pivot. Look down is really nice. The look up is really good. There's the lateral lift in the arms. Shoulder turn. No bicep turn, single jointed elbow, wrist flex. There is no turn in the torso. There is a turn in the waist. Lateral lift in the leg is pretty decent. Just a single jointed knee. There is a boot turn on this character, which is completely unnecessary. A flex forward in the foot, flex back, and a side-to-side pivot that I love. So yeah, Stratos is a great looking figure, and he also comes with a comic. I don't believe I had this one yet. I'll have to double check. I still have not read them yet, so I need to take some time to do that. So now we're gonna move on to the second figure. Growing up, this was one of the figures that I really wanted in my collection, and it just never happened. And so I think at some point I made a paper figure of this character to represent that character, and that was the Sorceress. And when I was gifted the Origins version of the Castle Grayskull playset, it included this all-white version of the Sorceress, and so I was like, you know, okay, I can deal with that. I have no idea what the all-white version of her meant. Oh, wow, I got hiccups. Hold on. So I kind of dug around a little bit and found out there is an actual storyline behind the whole storyline of her becoming the all-white Sorceress. I'll have to look into that a little bit deeper, but now since I have an original Sorceress, she's gonna get retired. So here we are, and I'm most excited for this because I even remember when I located some original Masters of the Universe figures a few years ago at a thrift store, that I was like, maybe I'll just start looking to collect some of the originals, and one of the first ones that I wanted to find was an original Sorceress, and there was nothing in a worthy price budget for me. So thank you, Mattel, for launching this line and giving me a chance to have this figure at a reasonable price. And so yeah, I'm gonna bust her open and we're gonna take a look. Okay, there's absolutely nothing different about this figure from the white version, aside the coloring, obviously. Same articulation, so I'm not gonna go over all that. One thing that I did find out that was interesting about the original sorceress figure was that if you kind of took her tail feathers and shook them just right, her actual wings would pop out. That's not the case with this figure, nor the white version of her. So, her staff accessory is just the same, but this is my definitive version of the sorceress, and yeah, she's gonna be the one featured with the playset for sure.